Good to see you, sis. I hope everything is going well with that cute little doggo of yours ready to give birth. I love miniature schnauzers. Schnauzers, excuse me. I love those little dogs. I think they are just the cutest thing ever. So I hope your pup is safe during delivery and all that. But thank you for coming in. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Let me know because y'all know I'm in this crazy area and I don't know why my cell phone is always just weird in this area. It doesn't want to give me a good, strong internet signal. And I typically will have to go over close to the Starbucks. Eco Neighbor is still in a meeting. So I'm just sitting here kind of waiting on him. But let me know that you all can hear me okay, that everything is fine, and that you can also see me okay. I need to take this box out of here. Y'all know we RV living, so our space is limited. But my daughter, hi everybody. Hey everybody popping in. Good to see you guys. Yep, loud and clear. Awesome. Awesome. I parked in the right spot then. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Brother Lawrence. How are you doing? Hey, Triple G. How you doing? Good to see you. Ina Stanley. Hello. How are you? Good to see you. Roots to a Garden. Hello. Hello. How are you? Hey, Patricia Roberts. How are you doing today? J3 GS Farm. How are you doing? Good to see you. Great. I'm glad I'm good. I'm glad I'm good. Thank you. Simply Moms, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I don't think we've ever seen you. So, guys, y'all know what to do. Welcome Simply Mom into the chat. But my daughter bought me a ice maker. I had been telling the girls, because y'all know I got some grown people now. So I had been telling the girls that if you want to buy me something, then buy me something that's going to be useful to me. Hey, Sunday Backyard Farmer. Yeah, I got you, brother. I know you working. You're a working man. That's what men's supposed to do. Thank you, Sunday Backyard Farmer, for being a working man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Good to see you, brother. But I've been telling them if you want to get me something, then get me things that I can really use on the homestead. All right. And so I was like, I just threw out a bunch of stuff because they always ask me, Mom, what do you want for your birthday? And I'm just like, oh, just to be with y'all, um, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I really don't need anything. So just get whatever you want to get. Hi, Chelsea in the garden. Um, Hold up, Gigi. I'm twice you twice retired. Oh man, look, you take the cake. You take the cake, J3GS4. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. But they are always, wanting to know what I want, and I'm just like, just whatever you decide to get me, I'll be appreciative of that. And so, um, they, got my gifts and everything. I told y'all, Lil Gigi bought me a pink pineapple. She bought me a pink pineapple plant. So I know that was everything. I really loved it. I really loved it. So Eco Neighbor went ahead and put it in the ground. I think it was multiple plants, but I don't think he divided it or anything. But we'll just kind of see how that goes. So we now have pineapple on the homestead, pink pineapple at that. But this right here is an ice maker. And hopefully, and the box looks pretty big. And the one that I was asking her for was like, it was a tabletop size, but I don't believe it was that big. And y'all know how children do. They like, oh, if mom wants this one, this little bitty thing, nah, I'm going to get her the bigger one. Not thinking that these people living in an RV. So, but I ain't gonna complain because she got me one of the tabletop ice makers, and I have been wanting one of those for a very very long time. And so, um, I was just like, I really need to get that thing out of here. But it was heavy moving it from, her car to the truck. So I just let it sit there. And I figure when I make some space on the countertop, then Eco Neighbor will take it inside. But until then, we don't have enough space for all this stuff. But anyway, I wanted to pop in because we're not going to be long. Okay, here he comes. We're not going to be long. But I just wanted to come in and talk to y'all a little bit. Raise your hand if you want to either be rich or wealthy. Raise your hand. Let me know who we got in the building today. Hi, Howie. How you doing? Food Forest Permaculture. Good to see you. If you want to be either rich or wealthy, raise your hand. I'm driving. I am live. I am live. The experience with Sassy. Hello, how are you doing? They said my internet is good, so I think I'm just gonna stay right here while. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Since the internet is good, I'm gonna stay right here. Turn that down, please. Thank you. Hi, Shakira. Hi, Miss Maria Graham. How are you doing? Good to see you. Don't nobody want to be rich or wealthy? Nobody in here? Let's see. I pray not the type of ice maker my wife bought. Wait a minute. I bought my wife. We have that's not working. Oh my gosh! Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. So I really need to take it out and test it out. Um, thank you, Rich. Oh, come on, Miss Native Cherokee. Miss Native Cherokee. See, she a G Tribe member. She know exactly where we be going with stuff. She really know. The experience with Sassy said, hands up, hands up. She want to be one of them. Miss Marilyn, hi Marilyn M. How are you doing? Wealthy, passed down for generations. Rich for most people, don't last at all. Come on, Miss Marilyn. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You see a lot of memes floating around about the type of money that people want and or the type of money that they have and watching the rappers. One of them I remember really vividly is when Jay-Z was coming up. He had all of the gold chains, had huge gold chains. He was just like blinged out. He had the all of the what they call it, the ice. He had all the ice. He was just blinged out with gold, like the whole nine. And then they showed a picture of him once he became like wealthy. And the two pictures side by side is what was floating around the internet. And the caption that they put on there was rich jingles and wealth is quiet. And so I asked that question to see who wants to be either rich or wealthy. Because from the last time that I looked at it, the average millionaire had at least 7 different businesses. They're entrepreneurs. Usually, they ain't office workers. Usually, the office is theirs. And I just wonder, for the people who are willing to, who have a desire rather, to do millions per year. I just wonder, are you willing to do what it takes in order to get that? Are you willing to have those 7 businesses? Have you ever had one business before? Have you ever run one successful business before? I'm just curious. Ms. Native Cherokee said, rich in food, life, and love. Money don't matter much if you don't have love. Listen, and they always say it's lonely at the top. It's very lonely at the top. I wouldn't know nothing about it because I don't be there. But I just know how people act even when you are small and trying to grow, trying maturing and trying to help yourself to get to a better place financially, or even help yourself get to a better place mentally. I see how people act then. So I can't even imagine if I was rich. And somebody said rich don't last long because typically they are out there doing exactly what I was talking about yesterday. They out there buying all that crap. They buying all of that stuff. And I heard this one jeweler saying, "Yeah, we get all of these rappers coming in, and we get the people that like to bling and really like to show their money that they are rich, and a lot of this stuff is not even real gold, but they have no clue that it's not real gold." So I like to take lessons from the people that learn what. I'm talking myself. Stop talking during my live stream. Hey Hudson, how you doing? I can talk if I want to. Yep, you gonna never here to start some mess today. Hi Healy Mees, how you doing? I can't talk in my own truck. I'll say what I want to say. Wealthy for me. Wealthy people don't show off everything they have. All right. I'll take both. I'll listen, be rich and wealthy. You'll be rich and wealthy? Give me both. Give you both? Well, give me one. Are you sure that's what you want? No, you're not. I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Can't eat the gold chain, but sure can trade it for food. That part. How you doing, Urban Gardening Chronicles? So, I really understand the people that do want to be rich and do want to be wealthy. Listen, I don't mind. I don't mind being a little rich, okay? I don't mind being a little rich. If I ever get there, we'll see, but I don't mind it. What I want, will you be quiet? Starting to act like 1 minute you wanted me to be in here. I'm going outside. Bye. Bye. But I don't mind. Like I would love to have a little extra but this is my reason for it. Would I be willing to do what it takes? I'm sorry, one more in time. Order African. To become wealthy. Team Eco. How you doing, African Dreaming? Would I be willing to do what it takes to become rich? Oh yeah, I can do 7 streams of income. I can do that. I think I can do it. I've had a few before. So I think I could work my way up to 7. And my reason is simply that I want the freedom that comes along with it. All of that other stuff, all of, the expensive hairdressers and makeup artists and all of that and getting elective surgeries and all of this type of stuff, I don't need. What I need is the freedom. I was who was I talking to this morning? Somebody sent me something. It might have been Be Rich. I can't remember if it was Be Rich. But somebody sent me something and I was saying us eating out of our garden. Every time, like we stop by Publix all the time because I like the fresh lettuce. And especially if I didn't take the time in order to clean my lettuce up the night before when we get ready to head out. So we'll have, listen, y'all, I be telling y'all, we be talking about stuff. We be doing this. We eating salads. Most of the time we eating out of our garden. And I was telling them every single time I was doing the math, and every time that we eat a salad out of our garden, versus stopping by Publix, we're going to save $4 per person. So just that, you're talking about you're saving $8. Hi, Mrs. Queen. How are you doing? We're talking about just that. You're saving $8 just by eating out of your garden. Because every time I go get one of these little containers, that is $4. Me and him gonna eat at least one salad per day. That's $8. That's $8. And yeah, could I shop somewhere cheaper than Publix? But I could. But for my salad, for that type of stuff, to get the fresh fruit, the better fruit, if I gotta stop somewhere and buy it, I ain't getting it from Walmart. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. I want if I gotta go and rinse this off in the break room or pop into one of the restaurants and do some stuff that I ain't supposed to be doing, take my food into a different restaurant or whatever, sit at their table with my laptop and eat me a salad that I brought, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do whatever I can in order to save this money. And so I titled this, I said something about closing the wealth gap. And you start to do that. You start to close that wealth gap when you start thinking like the wealthy. When you start thinking like the people who are already where you are. And so a lot of those people, they got enough money to where, yeah, they can get all of the great salad that they want. They can shop at I don't even know what type of places that they shop at for their shoppers, because I know they don't do it themselves, to go and get their food, to go and get their great stuff. But I know it's quality. I know it's not going to be anything that's going to hurt their health. We don't think about that. So yeah, I could run over to Walmart and get some of that stuff that has all of that stuff all over it. My sister was living in an area, and she called me one day and she was like, look at the back of your beans. It can be frozen and it can be canned. Look at the back of your beans or your string beans and tell me what the ingredients are. The ingredients for the area that she was living in had string beans, salt, water. The ingredients in the areas that we live in had all kinds of stuff. It had all kinds of stuff. Some stuff that we don't have any clue what it is. You think the wealthy eat that? You think they eat that type of stuff? I can guarantee you that they don't. I can guarantee you that they don't. So if you are protecting, hey, Brother Lawrence, if I didn't speak to you, how you doing? If you're not protecting your health, then you're not even ready to move towards wealthy anymore. Look at all of the people. Yeah, they have money to go and get all types of surgeries and all type of stuff. They do. But if you listen to them, if you look at them, most of them are now like, yeah, I eat all organic food. Yeah, I am plant-based. And they look like it. They look like they are really going backwards. They look like they're going backwards in age. I watched a garden homestead video yesterday that said Walmart is the largest supplier of organic food in the country. That may be true, but I prefer to and do shop local markets of what I don't grow. Listen, they might be just because they're probably one of the largest businesses. So you have Walmart all over the entire United States. Huh? It ain't equal. And I have been to a lot of Walmart stores, and let me tell you that they are nothing like Publix. They don't have any, like, the standard is nowhere even close to the standard of Publix. So that may be true, but it's just like Led Farmer was saying the other day. If you're not growing it yourself, how you know it's organic? If you're not growing it yourself, that's the only thing we can truly call organic. If we are taking our leaves and taking our grass clippings and taking the dandelion and the scraps from the yard, from the dirt, and putting it in a container and filling it with water and making your own fertilizers, and you're growing the stuff yourself. How otherwise, how do you know anything is organic? How do you know? Marilyn M said a lot of Walmarts are closing soon. Yeah, a whole lot of them are closing. And so, and they did exactly what we said that they were going to do. I remember when we were living, when we bought our first home, we were living outside of Tallahassee, and there was a Walmart that was coming on the north side of Tallahassee. And those people were fighting. You remember that? They were fighting, they were fighting, they were fighting on the north end of Tallahassee. They were like, we don't want Walmart coming here, because they knew that they were going to run out all of the mom and pop businesses. They knew it. And all of these huge companies, that's exactly what they do. And now they've run out all the mom and pop businesses. And what are they going to do now? What are those people going to do now? And now that the Walmarts are closing, thousands of employees being out of jobs. Hey, David, how you doing? What are you supposed to do? So I know my live got cut off yesterday because and I have no idea why that live got cut off. I drive there all the time, and that there was nothing happening. The sky was clear, but I was telling y'all to stay out of debt. And that internet would not come back on. It would not come back on. All these fruit are always hard. It's not normal. I refuse to buy their fruits. Mrs. Queen said, y'all got dandelions, send me some. I need more dandelion plant. Listen, I plant it. I actually buy the seeds, and I plant dandelion in a dedicated location. And I've been doing that for several years now, because I make teas with dandelion. Like, it's so good for you. So yeah, I got some. Um, you don't. We just trust that they'll do right by us. And when have they ever? That's why when they started coming out with this thing, I was like, you want who to get this? You want to send this where now? You want to put this in where? You want who to take this? Because, and if you got it, that's your choice. Like, I ain't judging. I'm just saying these was my questions. These were the questions that I was asking, because I was trying to figure out, like, when have they ever wanted to save us? I'll wait. When? And you think they're about to start now? You think they're about to change up now and start taking care of you and start protecting you and start looking out for your best interests now? Never, Miss Maria, never. Have dandelion growing all over the place too. I use it. Boss Hog 10, how you doing? Said, what's cracking, everybody? But listen, you have to save yourself. It's your responsibility to get whatever it is that you want in this world. So if that is that you want to be rich, you got to do what it takes to get it. If you want to be wealthy, you got to do whatever it takes to get that. But nobody's going to give you anything. And as a matter of fact, they putting all types of stuff on the food that is going to be detrimental. Not to mention spraying in the air, all of these different ways of growing that you have been saying. She is Sunshine, how you doing? All of these different ways of growing that you have been seeing. People doing hydroponics. People making sure that they put whatever is necessary in their yard that they want to eat, that they want to grow. And listen, y'all, we're going to have to do a much better job of saving our seeds, letting some things go to seed. We're going to have to do a much better job. If you want to be if you want to be the type of wealthy that we want to be, making sure that we have freedom, we can take care of ourselves, we can do as much on our own as possible. If we can save $8 every day by going off in our garden and save $7 per what you call dozen of eggs by going off in the chicken coop, then why not do that? The little things, those little bitty things add up to be something huge. They add up to be something great when you keep doing all of that little stuff. So if I wanted some eggs and my family wanted some eggs and we cooked a dozen eggs to feed everybody in the family, and all I've done was go out to the chicken coop, how is that not winning? How is that not winning? So like I was telling y'all yesterday, the guy who, hey, Motivation, how you doing, brother? Weightlifting geek. I was telling y'all yesterday, the guy was like sarcastically saying, well, what are you going to do? Grow your own food? Buy some chickens? Grow some chickens? What else he said, babe? What was it? Huh? What else did he say? He was like, you going to grow your own food? What you going to do? Grow your own food? You going to buy some chickens? And what he said? He said, you can't pay your mortgage. You can't pay your mortgage with it. But if we stop, imagine if we stopped putting all of our money every day in Publix. If you got, listen, this is what I like. I like my grapes. I got me some cantaloupe this morning. I like cantaloupe. I like all types of melons. I like all types of berries. If you just imagine if you could go out in your yard and you can pull that stuff off and you can take it inside and you can put some vinegar and some I was about to say alcohol, not alcohol. You put some salt and vinegar and you wash it up, you put it in your container, you meal prep. How much money could you really save? If you're not giving all your money out to everybody else, then guess who can benefit from it? Instead of those wealthy families benefiting from your hard-earned money, guess who could then be benefiting from it? So if you're not having to buy food to go to your job every day, then how much money could you truly save? Gas prices are nuts. I was telling him I messed around and I was riding and messed around and didn't pay attention to my gas and couldn't get to the next city because I let my gas got low. Couldn't get to the next city, so I had to stop and pay $3.75 per gallon for that gas. When if I would have handled my business and paid attention and got the gas, I could have paid $3.19, which is still crazy. But hey, it's better than $3.75, ain't it? It's the little thing. Those little things add up, y'all. They really, really add up. Hey, Lala, how you doing? Good to see you. African Dreaming. Gigi, I can't help but notice they closing the Walmarts, but over 2 million mom and pop businesses closed forever in 2020. Now they closing big box too. Yes, Bet. Yes, that's what they're doing. And that was the plan all along. See, y'all got to understand that greed has no limits. It has zero limits. And so when you have somebody who decides that they're just going to come in, they're going to take over, they're just going to run everybody out. They're going to annihilate the competition. Yeah, I get it. 48 laws of power. I get it. Utterly destroy your competition. I understand. But they know from the beginning that if stuff gets hard, that if things get difficult, if things get a little bit tight for them, that they can just jump and run because they got you already. Who else are you going to depend on once they've run everybody else out? This is where you got to start knowing that you are your only help. You are your only resource, truly. If we together can help each other, we're going to go so much farther than we would by running around waiting on these companies to do something for us. Do you really think these people, come on, David, we won't stick together? Too many people doing their own thing will not stick together. We don't want to learn nothing. We just want to chill out. We want to hang out. We don't want to learn anything. We don't want to educate ourselves on things that truly matter. With that being said, I'm teaching y'all about land contracts, how not to get taken advantage of on Saturday via Zoom. Get the knowledge, get the information from people who have actually done this stuff. Get the information. If you don't get it, you can't sit here and say that Gigi's out there not trying to help nobody else get 20 acres. Her and Eco Neighbor out there sitting in paradise and got their 20 acres with their feet kicked up, getting ready to dig a pond now and put some fish in that bad boy, but they won't help nobody else. All we can do is offer it to you. You can lead a horse to water. You cannot make him drink. You can lead them to water, but you cannot make them drink. I want you to get 40, but it's up to you to actually get it. I can only give you so much. I can only give you so much. So if you don't watch these videos, get the information, and you also don't share the information out with other people so they can get it too. If you also don't come to the classes that Eco Neighbor and I were doing, you don't want it. You don't want it. Motivation say, I want my 20 acres for real, for real. Listen, and you can get it. I want to show you how not to get taken advantage of. I want to show you how to keep your money, how not to lose your money. Because you can lose your money and then still walk away with no land. I want y'all to get land. Somebody signed up for my class last night, and when I looked at their address, they from Tallahassee, so I know the area that they live in. And let me tell you, it's a rough one. But that person wants to get up out of there, wants to do better, educating themselves to do better. It's on you. It's on you. Yes, you can lead a horse to water. You cannot make them drink because you thirsty. You can go to my website, ggnaturals.net, and then you'll see the class. If we click on shop, it should be the first thing that pop up. I just want you to think about it. Like Miss Native Cherokee said earlier, we're going to be rich in love. We're going to be rich in food. Like, you better know that that stuff matters. There's nothing that anybody else can feed you that's going to be better than what you can grow out of your own yard. Better focus on that. But guess what? If you don't have a yard, or if you're still on that journey, you're still in an apartment for now, and your quarter acres is still waiting on you, let's make the steps. Let's get the information. Let's get the knowledge. Let's make the steps to get your land. I want you to have the land. If you don't have the money in order to do it, then guess what? You paying somebody for rent anyway. Get a house. Get an affordable house. Start right there with just getting an affordable house, because that's where we're going to bridge this wealth gap. That's where we're going to close it at. We're going to close the wealth gap when we're doing the same thing that the rich people are doing. That's your first step towards getting more money so that you can invest in the person that cares about your well-being the most. That's supposed to be you. You're supposed to be that person that care about your well-being the most out of everybody. I can't care about your future more than you do. That's not my job. My job is to be sitting out there on 20 acres of paradise, hanging out with my family and my friends, grilling out, telling lies, having some drinks, enjoying life. But I also have a duty to say, my family, y'all, here is what I know. I was adding up the amount of money that I lost doing real estate transactions. And it wasn't a whole lot, but it was enough. It was enough that made me go back and be like, okay, let me see what I did wrong. Let me see what I did wrong, and let me never do that again. We work too hard to be out here losing money. And then you have people who are so afraid because they're afraid they're going to lose their money. I want to stop that for you by giving you the information. That's all I can do. This is what we have been doing, just video after video after video, saying we want to help you. We want to help you to get this information. We want to help you to get your land, whether it's your quarter acre, whether it's your half, whether it's your 20, whether it's your 40. Already been there. Family to me is like-minded. Listen, here's the thing about blood, your blood family. You and your blood family starts in the same place. You and your blood family can be raised in the same household. You can be raised by the same mother. You can be raised by the same father. And every single one of you will turn out totally different, depending on what you want in life. And here's the crazy part about it. The ones who didn't work hard have the nerve to hate the ones who did. That's the crazy part about it, because everybody started at the same place. Everybody started in the same house. Everybody started at the same place, but somebody got more than the next person, because guess what? That somebody was ready to get in them books, ready to read, ready to take courses, ready to take me and you. When did we take first real estate course? Me and him would read these magazines and things because we knew that it was just some stuff that we just did not know. There were some things that we simply did not know, and we wanted to get some of that. And so he came up with the idea saying, we need to know more about real estate so that we don't get taken advantage of the next time we do a real estate transaction. We need to know more about real estate. And I was like, sounds good, cool. And so he went and took the class, and I was like, hey, Diversity Love, how are you doing? He went and took the real estate course. And then I took the real estate course after him because I was like, and we had to save money to do this, okay? At the time, I think I paid less than $200, but we had to save that money. We were a young family, and he was the only one working. But we had to save in order for both of us to do the classes. So we didn't have nobody with a college fund for us. We didn't have anybody putting us through school or any such thing. We took it upon ourselves to go out there and educate ourselves on what we wanted to learn. And that's what we did. And so going out there and going into Regenerative Wayne, what's up, brother? How you doing? Facts about family. One of my own blood older brothers is jealous of me and where I am in life, and it's painful, but you must go on. Yes. And the facts is he has more education, but I took different routes. You can't wait on nobody else to decide that they want to do better. Put your blinders on so that you can't see nothing on the side of you. All you can do is focus on what's right there in front of you. You think Jay-Z worried about a little rapper from the country? Unless he wants to take this person so that he can make some money off of that person. That's the only way he's going to be concerned about what that little rapper from the country is doing when he and his wife are billionaires. What he worried about that for? What he worried about that for? Focus. Focus on what you want and go get it. Don't let nobody stop you. Go get what it is that you want. Grow that food though. Y'all see Kevin and Dreka Gates with their farm. You see what's his name? Walker out there with his farm. You see all of these people that are now, because we have been on here talking about gardening, okay? We have been really working hard to show the world that growing your food is going to be the way. Your health is your wealth. And it's going to save you some money, some paper money at the same time. You think all those people out there and the little short dude, you think he out there buying up all the farmland for what? Why? Why would he be doing that? They have other plans for us. And let me tell you that they are not good. Auntie Shirley, how you doing? They have other plans for us that are not good. And Diversity Love, you absolutely right. And that's when you got to change yourself. You got to change what you're doing in order to get different results. Diversity Love said, at the same time, the most humble people work all day, every day, 2 jobs, and still have nothing. That's why you got to step outside of what you're doing. You have to step outside of what you are doing. You're going to have these people out here that are going to be doing themselves in. They're going to be doing themselves in because guess what? They used to having everything. They're not used to living the way we live. That's going to hurt. I have family members that are bitter that I moved away and have stopped talking to me. Good riddance. Good riddance. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying good riddance. Take that and use that as motivation. Eco neighbor in here, so I got to be good. Use that as motivation. If there is something that you want. Now, listen, if you don't want anything, if there's nothing that you want and you cool with where you are, get out of our way. Stay where you at. Just move out of our way. Don't bother us. Don't come in with your negative energy. Don't come in with none of that. Get out of our way. Move and let us flourish. Let us go and get what we want. Stop your hate. Stop your little chatter. Stop all of that. If you don't want none, then bye. Goodbye. Live the rest of your life in peace. These is truths. These truths. Yeah. If you don't want nothing, get up out of our way. Don't let anybody stop you because they have a different vision than you. When you have a vision, write that thing down. What the words say, write it down, make it plain. Write that vision, make it plain. Because guess what you're going to start doing? You're going to start moving your feet. That's the only way you can get anything is you got to move those feet of yours. And don't let nobody stop you. They can't live the way. Hold on. Mm-mm-mm. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Miss Simply Moms. Bye. 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 Miss Native Cherokee said most of my family know to keep their distance from me. I made it clear that I have no time for negative BS. Right. Stand your ground. David Corey talking about Team Eco, no filter. Listen, I got a filter when Eco Neighbor is around, okay? Hey, Juan Perez, how are you doing? I just ran into Cheryl Swoop's channel that played in the WNBA. Her whole channel is about gardening and farming. I was like, okay, yeah, yes. You speaking, you speaking now, fam. Folks can have 100 times what you have, and they hate your energy, your peace, and the way you grind. They hate the way that other people love you. You don't know that? They hate the way that other people love you. You ain't got to have more than them for them to hate. That's just what they do. They don't want anybody else loving you. They don't want anybody else seeing you as a positive inspiration. They don't want none of that. They just want to be able to feel like that they here and you here. Now, they here and you here. As long as they can feel that, they fine. But as soon as you get here and they on the bottom, we talk all the time about people when we be driving, how we'll be just be driving down the road and then people and then people all of a sudden, once you start going around them, then they'll hit the gas and just take off because they don't want you in front of them. They don't want you in front of them. They want you behind them. She is Sunshine said, no offense, I'm okay. I was hurt initially because this person was a mother figure in my life, but whatever. I oh, thank you. Eco said, thank you for showing me who you are. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, he has had that experience, so he had to say something on that one.
Not gonna waste your time.
Yes.
It's a blessing.
Yeah, it's a blessing. And listen, here's one thing about it, Miss Shirley. Auntie, I'm gonna get right back to your comment. When you start praying for growth and you start moving towards growth,
be careful.
You just gotta know that you're gonna have to guard your heart. Because guess what? All of the people who are not good to your growth, the Most High is going to move them out of your way. You ain't going to even understand. Timor, how you doing, sis? Good to see you. Yeah, David, we see them. They do it all the time. When people show you who they are, believe them. Yes, yes, believe them. Auntie Shirley said, don't ask for my food when you can grow it yourself. Not an ATM or a bank. And none of us are. If you, this is my reply to everybody who now says, oh, I could just come and get it from your place. And I said, yeah, you can come on, and then put in a little work, clean out a flower bed for me. That's all you got to do. And that'll be enough for me to share with you. But you have to put something in. What Snoop Dogg said, everybody got their cup, but they ain't chipped in. You got to put something in. You got to put something in. We are giving people, we're more than willing to help. But do something for us. Help us. We doing way more work than the average person working on our land. The wind blowing. I wonder if it's messing up. Okay. But we doing way more work than the average person by working this land. So instead of saying, oh, I'll just come and get yours, I would love to have you over. But come and help us. Come and help us. And then guess what? You will have a key to come over and say, hey, I'm on my way. It's just me. Don't shoot. I'm on my way, coming to get some collard greens, coming to get some tomatoes, some peppers, some onions, whatever. You can get whatever you want from me if you're helping me. So if I can give you some information so that you can get yours too. And here's the crazy part about it is a lot of people really can do better than what they're doing. Because guess what? If that rent goes up, people, they will kick and scream and they will be mad and they'll even pretend like they're going to move because somebody increased they rent by $100 a month, $200 a month. They'll pretend that they're gonna move and everything. 10 years later, they still there fussing about how terrible this landlord is. Fussing about how they've been going up. They're supposed to be going up maybe $5 per year, but now they're going up $100 per year, and they'll stay there and fuss for a decade instead of taking the funds, taking the extra money that they save, and then buying them a quarter acre. It's better. It's so much better than somebody else controlling your very existence. And I don't know about y'all, but is y'all income just going up the way inflation is going up? Yes, Simply Moms, help us help you.
Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
Who income is going up as much as inflation? Raise your hand.
Hell no. To the no, no, no.
Yes, Miss Maria. When you know better, you have to do well, you don't have to do jack. But when you know better, do better if you want to. You don't have to do a thing. No, we can't allow other people to take advantage of us. And the people that are taking advantage of us, they're not me and you who are here trying to help each other. Marilyn M said wages are staying the same. Yes, they are. They staying the same. They're not going up to meet inflation. And then every time you get, listen, when you go into a new tax bracket, please understand that that is a real thing. And that will take your money and make it look like you didn't even get a raise. That's a real thing. So all of this stuff that we're doing, we got to put more emphasis and effort on making sure that we dehydrating some food, making sure that we are doing all of the stuff that is going to benefit us for the long term. And what's going to benefit you for the long term that you can kind of control is what you're growing in your own yard and what you're ingesting. All right. So I just wanted to give you all that. It's been an hour. It's been an hour, ain't it? So we're going to let y'all go. Miss Maria said, thank you, Eco.
What?
He said, for what, Miss Maria? Regenerative Wayne said, the more you produce on your own, the less you have to buy, from food to energy to home, etc. Self-sustainable living is my goal. It's our goal to Regenerative Wayne. It's our goal too, sir. We're going to do the best that we can. We're going to get everything that we can possibly do. Everything that we like, what we like, we're going to grow it. We want to eat something, we're going to grow it. I was just telling Eco, I was like, man, yes, ma'am, Miss Maria, I did. We are, I was telling Eco, I was like, some of this stuff, like y'all don't even understand how the cost just adds up. It adds up so much. So I'm gonna leave y'all and let you all go on about your day. But we got to go back to doing some of the stuff that we used to do, because right now they working on a cashless system for us. And that's going to be a whole nother video. Eco neighbor. Because he knows a whole lot more about it than I do. That's going to be a whole nother video. But thank you all for coming in. I really appreciate y'all. Love you back, Miss Maria. So y'all have a great day. We're gonna go ahead and finish up, and we'll see y'all later on. So take care of yourselves, take care of your family. Big hugs to all of you. G Mama, hey G Mama, bye G Mama. Love you back, T Moore. Take care. Oh, T Moore has a book out, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all when it gets here. I bought it. I had to buy it. I had to buy it. I'm gonna show y'all when it gets here. And it should be to me tomorrow. So I'll show y'all later. But take care, y'all. African Dreaming. Take care, fam. Team April. Bye, y'all.